I decided I wanted to play around in my sketchbook a little bit today, and I thought you could watch me paint. So this is just a little bit of my process. I had, over the weekend, been layering in watercolor on this sheet. So it just looks like these little shards of watercolored glass or pieces of confetti tissue paper. And this is inside a Paul Rubens watercolor book. It's cold pressed. It's on a block, which I like, so it keeps me from being messy, and it keeps the paper from warping. So I have layered in about 3 or 4 layers of these watercolor confetti pieces, and I've decided I want to use this as a background for an acrylic painting. I did photograph this before I started drawing so that I can use this in the future as collage paper. And I found this image of a cat on Pixabay. And I thought, why don't I draw this cat and paint it here? So I'm using a Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen brush. And I'm going to start here. It's kind of like a nice landscape painting. I'm going to start here with the cat's eyes. And I'm just sort of doing that single line continuous drawing. I wanted to use the Pitt Artist Pen so it was nice and dark and I could see where I was going, because this watercolor background is kind of dark. So I'm sort of keeping in with the continuous single line drawing here. And it's just, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be exact. But it should give me enough of a base start that I can do a really quick sketched painting. So now I need to get my palette set up and grab some acrylic paint. So I'll be right back with that. So I'm starting off with some white acrylic paint. This background is really, really busy, and I just need to tame it a little bit. And I'm hoping that some of this will show through, but I have to also understand whether or not this watercolor is going to activate. It looks like some of it might activate a little bit. So that activation and how it reacts with the paint is going to influence what my next color choices are on this palette. And I'm using a wedge brush. I don't know if you can see the tip here it's not a regular filbert, it has an angle to it. That just gives me the ability to easily make some lines here. I am seeing, like I said, a little bit of activation here, especially of this green paint. And I'm going to see if just a little bit of that background's going to poke through. Getting little hints of the orange and blue in the back. Like I said, I've got to kind of tame this. It's really busy. All right, I need to finish the background, but you can sort of see here where that green and yellow have started to activate a little bit. You can see little hints of the background below it, which is kind of cool, but it's not a pure white. It's already starting to pick up some of that watercolor below it. But that is fine. That's going to make things interesting. So let's finish this up real quick. I'm just going to speed up the camera for that part of it. After thinking it over, I decided to switch from acrylic paint to oil pastels. I feel like these will add some bold color and texture to this, helping to tame some of the design down while also very clearly helping me to express myself with the painting the way that I want to do. So let's pick some colors from here. I think I'm going to use some of the purples and the pinks and maybe a little bit of the blue. I'll kind of play with it as I go, and maybe I will bring in some of my oil pencils as well, the Cretacolor Mega sized oil pencils. Let me go grab those and then I will get to work on this. Okay, so maybe not a fine art piece. Let's give it a quick spray here with the Spectrafix let it sit. I do think that this was a good opportunity for me to quickly work with the different materials and give them an idea of how they interplay together. I liked how the acrylic paint picked up parts of the background here from the watercolor. I think with this size, the oil pastel was a bulkier choice, and I was better off. I should have just gone with the pencils right away. The oil pencils were great, although the one black was not sharpened, and that kind of threw me off because I didn't have a sharpener ready to grab to get it down to more of a point. This is definitely a technique that I will use again. But doing something like this quickly and in like a sketchbook and not trying to get like the ultimate fine art result is a good way for me to get an idea of how the materials I have interplay together and what I might want to do with them in the future. So here's the completed sketch piece. I need it to dry. I also need to gently kind of, I think, blot the Spectrafix and grab a tissue because I'm noticing sometimes the Spectrafix is drying a little bit splotchy and I don't want everything to rub weird. But anyway, there it is. And it was fun to have a quick play. It definitely helped my mental health today. And like I said, I learned a bit about my tools. I hope you will go get your materials and have a quick play like this. You're not trying to always make fine art. Sometimes you just need to play like this. And it really helps you out. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And you probably want to click on the notification bell because I post randomly. And that means I will see you in the next video whenever I happen to post the next video.